Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at noon.
Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us for the news at noon. I'm Alexandra Carter. We start with some breaking news out of Dallas. One person is dead, 2 others in the hospital after gunfire erupted at an ICE facility. Police say the gunman shot 3 detainees inside. He was shooting from the roof of a nearby building, they say. According to officials, the accused shooter died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. So far, no word on the identity of the suspect.
While we're not releasing identities of any victims at this time, what I can confirm for you is no members of law enforcement were hurt during this attack. Early evidence that we've seen from rounds that were found near the suspected shooter contain messages that are anti-ICE in nature.
The facility was also the target of a bomb threat last month. That suspect was detained. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky addressing the United Nations General Assembly this morning. It comes after Trump said Ukraine can win back all territory lost to Russia in yesterday's address. Natalie Brand has the details for us from the White House.
Weapons decide who survives.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky appealed for additional support from allies to help end Russia's war on his country as he addressed the UN General Assembly.
We must use everything we have together to force the aggressor to stop. And only then do we have a real chance that this arms race will not end in catastrophe for all of us.
Thank you for this meeting.
The remarks come less than 24 hours after Zelensky sat down with President Trump on the sidelines of the forum. After the meeting, President Trump appeared to make a major shift, posting on social media, "I think Ukraine, with the support of the European Union, is in a position to fight and win all of Ukraine back in its original form." Trump went on to say Russia and President Vladimir Putin are in big economic trouble. This is the time for Ukraine to act.
It could be that Russia is a paper tiger.
President Trump reiterated his new position during a meeting Tuesday with French President Emmanuel Macron.
Let them get their land back.
Yep.
So we'll see how it all works out.
President Trump had previously said Ukraine would have to be open to giving up territory to reach a peace deal with Russia. But since then, he's grown increasingly frustrated with Putin as ceasefire negotiations have stalled.
In the event that Russia is not ready to make a deal to end the war, then the United States is fully prepared to impose a very strong round of powerful tariffs.
President Trump also urged European countries to stop buying Russian oil. The president of the European Commission said the EU wants to meet that goal before 2027. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
And Jimmy Kimmel Live is back after a nearly week-long suspension. Disney says it objected to the host's comments after Charlie Kirk's murder. In his monologue, Kimmel did not apologize and took jabs at his critics while defending free speech.
This show is not important. What is important is that we get to live in a country that allows us to have a show like this.
Disney says it lifted the suspension after, quote, thoughtful conversations with Jimmy. President Trump responding to the return by saying, quote, it puts the network in jeopardy. And some Oktoberfest news to get to. Setup is underway for Oktoberfest as La Crosse's biggest celebration kicks off less than 24 hours now. Crews are working around the clock to prepare the fest grounds and surrounding areas. Stages are going up, food stands are getting ready, and safety preparations are also underway. Hundreds of volunteers will help make the 4-day festival run smoothly.
When you consider all volunteer groups, staff, directors, security, entertainment, vendors, etc. We typically have around 700 volunteers. That's just volunteering to help put on the fest. And then, of course, we have some additional staff and vendors to help make everything come to life, too.
Oktoberfest officially kicks off at 7 a.m. tomorrow with the senior breakfast. No admission wristband is required for that event. And we're hearing from the lucky team that struck gold in this year's Oktoberfest medallion hunt. Gavin Gamroth, Kinsey Reynolds Eilers, Elena Rosenau, and Greg Sokup found the treasure near Veterans Memorial Pool. You saw them there. They say this was their first year searching, and they only started after clue number 8. That's the one they found.
The last clue really did. We knew it was on campus by clue 8, and then the last clue kind of just pointed us to the pool. And that's kind of where we looked, and took us about 20 minutes to find it. So
The group won $500 cash and a prize medallion, among other prizes. Congrats to them. ORA Trails has a new kind of trail crew, goats. The goats are grazing at the community trail farm to eat invasive species like buckhorn. The sustainable approach eliminates the need for herbicides. The goats consume invasive plants before they can spread, clearing the way for native plants.
There's kind of a couple plants that are really, really tough to get rid of. And so as they munch down on those leaves, it makes it really hard for that plant to photosynthesize. And then eventually those plants start to die out.
Visitors can watch the goats in action at the trail farm.
Well, we have a cooler day ahead of us, but warmer temperatures are going to be coming around pretty quickly, so enjoy it if you like the fall-like temperatures. This will likely be the last day for the next couple days, even looking forward about a week from now. Still a little bit cloudy out there after that other batch of morning fog moved throughout. 64 right now in La Crosse because of those clouds, and Eau Claire is still dealing with that cloud coverage as well. A cool 60 degrees now as we head into the afternoon hours. Going throughout the rest of the afternoon, then we're not going to be warming too much more. La Crosse likely getting into the low 70s, still seeing those winds blowing out of the north. Pretty light though, you're not really going to be noticing that wind, but we will see that flow turning around in the next day or so. 71 for your high in Eau Claire, but again, it's not going to last forever. Some of us could possibly have multiple days in the 80s coming up. So I'll have all the details and your Oktoberfest forecast coming up in a little bit.
All right, thank you, Nicole. We'll see you then. The IRS, meanwhile, phasing out paper checks. Paper tax refund checks for individuals will stop at the end of this month. It's a result of an executive order mandating federal payments to transition to electronic methods. Officials say the change is designed to protect taxpayers and expedite the refund process. United Airlines flights were grounded for half an hour this morning. The order came after the airline reported technology issues. United says it was a brief connectivity problem and normal operations have resumed. And Michaels is reviving Jo-Ann Fabrics. Michaels bought its former competitor earlier this year. Officials say Jo-Ann will have a knit and sew shop format at all store locations with Jo-Ann signage. They'll also sell a fan favorite Big Twist yarn. Big changes coming to Major League Baseball as well. Starting next year, the league will use an automated system allowing players to challenge ball and strike calls. For as long as America's pastime has been played, what the umpire says is law, and arguments over balls and strikes have become part of the game. Now a player that disagrees with the call can tap their hat or helmet, triggering a review. Still to come, time's running out for a federal tax credit, how it's driving demand for electric vehicles. And more streaming platforms are jacking up their prices, what you'll soon be paying for Disney services after the break.
It's Plinko month at Wesco Home. Come play and unlock your discount, up to 30% off all furniture and mattresses. Play to save on the comfort you've been dreaming of. Your home, your style, your savings, your Wesco. And tell them Peyton sent you.
When you see what it's really like when our skin touches wool, you see why we need Downy. Adding Downy to your wash not only makes your clothes feel softer on your skin, it breathes life into your laundry.
Cooley Carpet has always been more than just carpet, and now the name will reflect that. Cooley Floors and Design. Along with the brand new name, there's a fresh new look to the showroom. Don't worry, Cooley Floors and Design still has the same great team at the same convenient location. Ready to elevate your space? The design consultants will take the time to discuss your dreams, needs, and your budget. Cooley Floors and Design will accompany you through every step, from expert advice to professional installation. Visit Cooley Floors and Design on Mormon Cooley Road for a fresh new look.
Are you ready to build your future? Stella Jones Corporation in Bangor is hiring and wants you to apply. The starting wage for laborers is up to $21 per hour with no experience necessary. We will train the right candidate. Stella Jones Corporation is where safety matters and wages sustain a comfortable living. If you have what it takes and can stand behind our railroads, then we want you to apply today.
Asher Laston Exteriors has moved to Chippewa Falls and is celebrating with a grand opening on Friday, September 26th. Come check out our showcase of Renewal by Andersen windows and doors, Gutter Helmet, Tundra seamless gutters, and Sonesta retractable awnings and solar screens. We have amazing prize drawings and special savings of up to 25% off for our guests. Join us at Asher's at our new showroom at 1654 Commercial Boulevard in Chippewa Falls on Friday, September 26th from 10 to 5. Visit goasher.com for all the details.
Some allergy medications can make your kids drowsy, but Allegra is different. It's fast, non-drowsy allergy relief with 0% brain interference, so your kids can stay sharp at school.
357.
Try Allegra. It's a no-brainer.
It's Plinko month at Wesco Home. Come play and unlock your discount. Up to 30% off all furniture and mattresses. Play to save on the comfort you've been dreaming of. Your home, your style, your savings, your Wesco. And tell them Peyton sent you.
Welcome back. Car buyers are rushing to get electric vehicles before the federal tax credits expire and get ready to pay more for Disney's streaming services. CBS News' Jesse Mitchell has the latest business news headlines from New York.
Demand for electric vehicles has revved up with federal tax credits set to run out next week. According to a report from Cox Automotive, new EV sales increased nearly 18% last month compared to a year ago. Used EV sales were up 59% in the same time period. Cars.com says there's a 33% jump in demand for EVs since last year. The federal government's tax credits of up to $7,500 for EV purchases will expire on September 30th. Disney is hiking prices on its streaming services. Starting October 21st, the ad-supported Disney Plus plan will jump $2 to $11.99 a month. The ad-free version is increasing by $3 to $18.99 a month. Fees for bundled plans with Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN will also increase. The announcement comes as Disney has faced calls for boycotts after its temporary suspension of ABC's Jimmy Kimmel Live show, which returned last night. And Sprouts Organics is expanding the recall of its combined sweet potato, apple, and spinach baby food pouches because they may contain elevated levels of lead. The pouches were sold exclusively by Walgreens in more than 24 states. No illnesses have been reported so far. Consumers can return the recalled pouches to their local store for a full refund. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Jesse Mitchell.
Coming up, which fruits and vegetables may carry the most pesticides and how pollution could impact the vision of children. Those details ahead. First, we'll take a live look at what's happening on Wall Street right now. Stay with us. We're back after this.
It's the National Mattress Sale at Home Sleep Express. Get an extra 15% off sale prices on Luxuria and Thomas Cole Sleep. This Jewel Pillow Top Queen is $849, and this Invigorate Plush Queen is just $594. Only at Home Sleep Express.
They often say variety is the spice of life. Well, if that's what you're looking for, the Board Store is your destination because we have variety. We have windows and doors. We have siding. We have sunrooms, we have kitchens, we have bathrooms, we have flooring, we have tile. Whatever your home improvement needs are, interior or exterior, there's no better destination than the Board Store showrooms at 524 Copeland Avenue in La Crosse.
It's good to know your Touchstone Energy Cooperative is always there. For generations, we've powered the growth of our community. Today, our commitment is stronger than ever to provide affordable energy you can depend on and keep you connected to what matters most now and for generations to come. Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, your source for power and information.
Get a sleep like no other on a handmade mattress from Heirloom at Home Sleep Express. Plus, pay no interest for 5 years and get free white glove delivery, setup, and a 120-night guarantee. Heirloom mattresses at Home Sleep Express.
Coming up, Drew's catching up with the one and only Hoda Kotb. She's opening up about her early struggle to succeed.
I did have 27 different news directors tell me to my face, you're not good enough.
I didn't know this.
And what she learned from it.
You don't need everyone to love you. You just need one.
Then, a surprising confession from Valerie Bertinelli.
No one's ever asked me out.
Plus, iCarly star Miranda Cosgrove drops by.
Today at 3 on News 8.
In our medical news, air pollution may be harming children's eyesight. A University of Birmingham study found that while genetics and excessive screen time play a major role in myopia in kids, air pollution also has a negative impact. The study suggests air purifiers in classrooms and closing streets to cars during school drop-off and pickup times could improve children's eye health. And drinking alcohol, even light drinking, increases the risk of dementia. Research published in the British Medical Journal found the more you drink, the greater the risk. But even someone having just 1 to 3 drinks a week had a 15% higher risk of dementia. Heavy drinkers have a 41% higher risk. Eating certain fruits and vegetables can raise the levels of harmful pesticides in the body. An environmental working group study found that strawberries, spinach, and bell peppers have higher levels of pesticides than other produce. The study raises questions about current food safety regulations set by the government. In higher levels, pesticides have been linked to cancer and reproductive issues. As we head to break, we will take a live look outside from City Cam 8. Nicole's in next with a look at our forecast.
Run forward and give back at the YMCA Maple Leaf Walk Run presented by Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning. Join us in person or virtual with a 5K, 5-mile, half marathon, and kids fun run, an event for everyone. Register at laxymca.org.
If you want selection, then that's what we've got at King Furniture. More mattresses. Did you know you spend a third of your life sleeping? So you better have the best mattress you possibly can. King has a huge selection to choose from at every price range. We'll even deliver your new mattress and haul away the old one for free. Take time to find the exact mattress you want because you're going to be sleeping on this for a while. Head into King Furniture today.
New Gain Tango Scent Boosters. With 2 irresistible scents coming together, you can't help but dance. Oh, wow, that's fresh. New Gain Tango Scent Boosters. More scent, more joy.
Dear veteran, if you or someone you know struggles with PTSD, family relationships, financial or other hardships, let us help get you back on track. Here at Project New Hope, we offer a no-cost weekend wilderness retreat with only one mission: you. Licensed counselors are available around the clock, meals are provided, and there is no obligation to you. For more information, please visit projectnewhope.net and let us help bring you home.
I thought people exaggerated about the pain from shingles.
I was wrong. I learned that the hard way.
But you don't have to. Talk to your healthcare provider today.
Run forward and give back at the YMCA Maple Leaf Walk Run presented by Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning. Join us in person or virtual with a 5K, 5-mile, half marathon, and kids fun run, an event for everyone. Register at laxymca.org.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
All right, as we go throughout the rest of the afternoon, it's going to still feel like the end of September on there, almost exactly on par for our average highs across the area, sitting in the low 70s for the rest of the afternoon. 73 for your high this afternoon in La Crosse, 71 in Eau Claire. We'll likely hold on to that cloud coverage for a little bit longer, but we could see that sunshine poking out as we go into the evening hours. We're also going to stay dry. That's always the good news now after our wet start to the week and last weekend. Winds this afternoon going to stay fairly light, really not a whole lot noticeable except as we get into the evening hours. Main story though, they're going to continue to blow out of the north, which is giving us that cooler air today, more seasonable air today. If we move ahead towards tomorrow, they're still going to be staying light, barely noticeable, but once we get into the later afternoon and evening hours, they're going to start to shift, beginning to blow out of the west. They'll eventually shift a little bit more until they're blowing out of the south, and because of that, we'll likely see some warmer air beginning to move in already as fast as tomorrow, with even warmer air on the way after that. Not quite feeling that warmth tonight though. Those winds still blowing out of the north tonight, and we'll actually have one of the cooler mornings that we've had of recent memory. 53 when you wake up in the morning in La Crosse, 50 in Eau Claire, likely having another foggy morning with that as well. Even cooler further north and in our cooler spots. Black River Falls looking at a low around 45, Sparta 47, so some of us returning to the 40s for our morning lows, definitely on the cooler side compared to where we have been. Much of us staying in the 60s overnight. Tomorrow's highs, then that's when we slowly start to feel that warmer air getting back in, likely getting back above average. 78 for your Thursday high in La Crosse, 76 in Eau Claire. Still going to be quiet and mild, and we'll likely have some more sunshine tomorrow, which is really going to be aiding in those warmer temperatures. In fact, the sun is going to be sticking around for a couple days in a row now, and it's going to stay dry, but we still have plenty of moisture near the surface from all the rain that we've received. And because of those cooler temperatures, as we go into the morning, we'll likely still deal with at least patchy fog going into your Thursday morning. Again, here around 5 in the morning, we can start to see low visibilities, especially east of the Mississippi and south of I-94. That'll likely get a little bit worse before it gets better, but still burning off sometime around 10 in the morning. We should start to see that visibility improve. Very similar conditions to what we saw this morning. And then as we go towards the end of the week and into the weekend, that's when we really start to feel this warm up. Friday still staying into those upper 70s, but as we get into the weekend, that's where some of us, especially closer to I-90 and southward, could be spending multiple days close to that 80-degree line. Now, the average high right now today is 72, so we will be well above average. But if we look forward to the weekend and into next week, the start of next week, our average highs are falling very, very quickly this time of year. So today we're set right around here. Again, that average high 72, but once we get into the last day of September, which believe it or not is next week, and the start of October, our average high actually dips to 69. So seeing high temperatures in the 80, while not unusual this time of year to have a couple more 80 degrees sprinkled in, it is well above average, around 10 to even close to 15 degrees above average for some locations. And again, that'll likely continue all the way into the start of next week. Also continuing is this dry stretch. A very low chance that we see any more rain throughout the month of September, which is good because, of course, we have an exciting weekend ahead of us, especially in La Crosse. So it's going to be dry, sunny,
beautiful.
Warm, really nice.
Looks really great. All right, you are sure delivering for the people.
Finally, some good news.
Looking to get out there at the fest. Okay, thanks, Nicole. Coming up, Starbucks launching some spooky glow-in-the-dark cups. Speaking of fall, how you can grab yours just in time for Halloween after the break.
How do you find the best personal injury lawyer? You ask other lawyers. Every partner at Bygoff and Rohde has been ranked in the top 5% by their peers. Hire the MVPs of personal injury. Call BGR.
With depression, it feels like every day you're just going through the motions. But what if you could get your go back?
Go with Auvelity.
Auvelity worked fast. Some saw relief in as early as 1 week. And Auvelity lasted. On average, significant relief was seen at 6 weeks. Antidepressants may increase suicidal thoughts and actions in young adults. Tell your doctor about sudden changes to mood, thoughts, or behavior. Don't take Auvelity if you have a history of seizure, eating disorder, or have abruptly stopped drinking alcohol, or taking benzodiazepines, barbiturates, or anti-seizure medicine. Serious allergic reactions can occur. Don't take if you're allergic to dextromethorphan, bupropion, or any of the ingredients in Auvelity. Don't take with MAOIs. High blood pressure, manic episodes, serious eye problems, and dizziness can occur. Report all medicines you take to avoid a life-threatening condition. Don't take Auvelity if you are or may become pregnant. Side effects can include dizziness, headache, diarrhea, feeling sleepy, dry mouth, sexual function problems, and excessive sweating. Ask your provider about Auvelity.
Go with Auvelity.
Get an 11% rebate on everything when you shop at Menards. Stay cool with fantastic savings on ceiling fans. Whether you're updating a single room or your whole home, Patriot Lighting ceiling fans offer whisper quiet operation, energy efficiency, and designs to match any decor. Stop in at your local Menards store or visit menards.com and explore our wide selection of ceiling fans. Right now, get this Covington ceiling fan for $139.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Some decisions you can make quickly. I'm all in. But when you're hiring a personal injury lawyer, trust me, you're going to win big. Do your research and object to anything less than the best. Call BGR.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Halloween is just across the corner, around the corner that is, and Starbucks is already getting spooky. The coffee chain launching a new line of glow-in-the-dark Halloween drinkware. The 5 limited edition cups and tumblers feature 3D textures in black, purple, and white. They range from $15 to $30, but prices might vary by location. Stay with us. Nicole is back for one more check of our forecast when we come back.
I'm a martial artist, a skydiver, a pilot, and all of them require your feet to work. Get up in the morning, and it felt like I was standing on marbles on my heel. When I went into the Good Feet store, the fitting was personalized. It was all about me. You put in the arch supports, and your day becomes better, and the sun shines, the unicorns run by, and, you know, it's a good life. I'm Randy, and that's my Good Feet story.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Let me tell you how good my lawyer is. My motorcycle accident was the other driver's fault. The insurance company said they weren't going to pay because I wasn't wearing a helmet. They said the law was against me. Well, my lawyer went to the legislature and was publicly thanked by the governor for helping change the law. My lawyer got me almost $2 million. My lawyer? Hupy and Abraham.
Call 800-800-5678. Hupy and Abraham.
Get yourself to the annual Warren's Cranberry Festival the last full weekend in September. Stroll over 3 miles of the most unique art and craft, flea and farm vendors in the country. If you can't find it here, you won't find it anywhere. See a working cranberry marsh with free walking tours. Eat your way through over 80 food booths, including ethnic specialties and Warren's own cranberry cream puff. And stay through Sunday and enjoy our grand parade. It's all happening the last full weekend of September. Just take the Warren's exit off I-94.
Asher Lassen Exteriors has moved to Chippewa Falls and is celebrating with a grand opening on Friday, September 26th. Come check out our showcase of Renewal by Anderson windows and doors, Gutter Helmet, Tundra seamless gutters, and Sonesta retractable awnings and solar screens. We have amazing prize drawings and special savings of up to 25% off for our guests. Join us at Asher's at our new showroom at 1654 Commercial Boulevard in Chippewa Falls on Friday, September 26th from 10 to 5. Visit goasher.com for all the details.
We have an exciting couple days ahead of us because this Oktoberfest forecast is looking near perfect. Apart from maybe some morning fog, the temperatures are going to be pretty comfortable, a little bit warm for this time of year, but it's also going to be dry, so that's really the good news.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if I would rather have 80s or more seasonable weather during Oktoberfest, but either way, it's dry, so that's the main story.
This way you can bust out really anything, later anything you want to wear.
A flannel later in the night, maybe?
Yeah, it works out. All right, good to know. Thanks, Nicole. Thanks for joining us.